Okay, hi everybody. This is Alex Maurer again, your assistant cub master for Pack 34. This is part 3 of Den Leader training for Scoutbook. This session, we're going to talk about using the messaging system, how to email folks using Scoutbook. So again, the idea being that Scoutbook is going to be our central point of data collection and distribution of data. So when we need to communicate with the parents of our scouts, we can do it through Scoutbook. And this way it kind of keeps everything centralized and we can take action on it. It's transparent. Okay, so let's start from the Pack 34 website, from the front page. Again, you can scroll over here to the end of the menu bar and click on Scoutbook to get access in. Okay, so as a den leader, I am going to log in to my den. Go to my dashboard, which gets me into I log in as. That's a weird little bug. So under administration, I have my scouts. Usually it just goes to the scouts. Okay, so right from here, if I want to message, right under there, I can go and send a message. So right from my main screen. Because this isn't tied to any specific event or anything like that, or I'm not all the way into the system, into Pack 34 in the Wolf Den. It doesn't know who I am sending this to. So this could be just a generic email that I'm going to send out, not specifically to the Wolf parents, but more to other people in the pack or in the den. So like if I want to just reach out to one parent to say, hey, let's talk about advancement for your kid, or whatever. I can do that from the main screen. Once I select who I want to email to, I can scroll all the way to the bottom, and I have a subject and a message, and I can say, hi, how you doing? And if I choose to attach a file, I can. I can also insert upcoming events. So I think that this is always a good way of saying for the wolf, I'll say everything in the next 2 months and insert. And then this will show everything that is hitting the wolf calendar. And again, if I choose to attach a file, I can. And if I have use BCC checked, it's going to hide everybody's email address. So we're not sending out one big, huge group list. And then I can send the message. So that's going to go out to the parent, me, because there's a need for somebody to talk to me about something. So eventually here, that email will pop in here. There it is. Okay. If I am going to, all right, so I built in some little sneakiness in here that will allow me to email the user groups through G Suite, the Google Suite, which is sort of still in play as an administrative tool behind the scenes. So each of these contacts correspond to an email address that, or a group email address that then can email all the parents that are in that group. So if you were to click on the tiger, you could actually email all the parents in the tigers. This is, we want to make sure that correspondence to the entire group happens through pack administration. But certainly as a wolf, if you're looking for a fast way to email everybody in your den, you can go to the wolf. You can go to the wolf and select the wolf den admin and send your email to that. And that's going to go out to all the parents who are in the wolf group. I am going to use the tiger because there's nobody in tiger right now. There's no parents, and there's only one leader, which is my email address. And so what's nice about this is when you have gotten emails in the past that have been assigned to the groups, so you've probably seen them coming from Eric last year, where it says, Tiger Direct or something like that up at the top. And that's the same principle, is that he's emailing to the group email address that then distributes that message to everybody who is in every parent email that's in that group. And so essentially that's what this is doing. So if I do that, I'm going to select Tiger. Now, if you remember, what's really cool is that if you respond to that email, then it goes to everybody, right? So it kind of creates this dialogue that's going on. And so right out of Scoutbook, it's going to be really easy for you to send a blanket email to every parent in your den just by selecting one email address and using this this form to send your email. I mean, you can do it the other way too. If you know the email address, you can send it to the email address through your own mail, and everyone will get it, and everyone will discuss it, and they'll go back and forth, and you'll see it. But so let's try this email from Tiger Den test 1, 2, 3. I am not going to insert any sort of events, and I am just not going to add a file. I'm just going to send the message. And this will go to everybody who is in that group. There is not a lot of people in that group. Oh, I am still in there. Okay, great. So here's that email, and I see it, right? So now there's the email address, and I believe if I reply to this, or let's see, wait a second, if I reply all, oh no, I guess I'm wrong. It's only going to send it to me. I'm wondering if maybe if I do the take the BCC off, that will change it. So if I did that again, and I say Tiger, and okay, sorry, bear with me. I'll take that one off. Let's see if I can get that email address. I'll hit send, and we'll wait for that to come through. And give it a second. But just to go back here, here's the direct email to me. So you can see so now you can see if I take the BCC off, I can go back to this, and then once I send that, and I should get another email because it's going to Tiger. It's going to Tiger, and it should come right back. So we learned together. If you take the BCC off, then the Tiger email is revealed, and we should see that coming in. So there it is there, because that has my email in it. So there it is. It came in. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now, that's just generic, general messaging. You need to send something out to your den parents. That's how you do it. If you want to be more specific, you come into administration, you go into Pack 34, and then you want to go into the wolf den. And then you are presented with all your parents and all your scouts and all the leaders and everything. And if you scroll to the bottom, you can send a message from here. Now, when you send a message from this, from this location, the system, because you're in the den, it assumes that you want to reach out to everybody who you correspond with in the den, and so by default, it turns everybody on. Right, so all the parents are in. The email addresses that are left white are other den leaders, different dens, and committee and leadership roles. If you want to include them, you can. If you don't, you can unselect them. And then it's the same standard tool. Subject message, attach a file, insert in upcoming events, use BCC to hide it. If you want to send it out to the group, remove the BCC, and then you can create that looping dialogue that goes to everybody as people respond all. And then send the message. And that is messaging through Scoutbook. So let me know, this is on YouTube, so you feel free to leave comments, or you can email me directly. And as always, my email address is at the end of the video. Thanks. Talk to you soon.